With Splint's Friends and Foes program,
You can call your friends all you want.
and we'll charge it to your foes.
It's that simple,
Whether it be your ex-wife or your boss, your abilities get paid for you.
By the people you hate the most. Give us a list of your friends and foes.
and we'll take care of the rest.
Splint, where you get revenge.
And savings at the same time.
Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. And here we are again. We're a little out of focus, but that's okay, because I actually look a little better when I'm out of focus. Don't we all? Oh, yeah. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Oh, I hope you're having a wonderful Friday night and everything's right for the weekend. Crazy clothes and anything goes on the weekend. John called Ann and Jim got Sue. I made a date with little old you. Off we went to make a big dent on the weekend. That's what we're doing, baby. We're making a big old dent in that big old weekend, aren't we now? And thank you for coming along. Don't forget to like this video and share it on out, because we'd like to have more friends, wouldn't we? Maybe, maybe not. Just the right friends. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, looks like another person over there on YouTube, simulcasting again on YouTube. And it's going pretty good so far, I think. Well, let's see how far it is going, shall we now? Let's go over to Chatlandia. All right. I'm watching the kids tonight, so I might have to spring up and, if they hear crying and the monitor is right around the corner there, I probably should have it a little closer. Already, Aphrodite. Well, let's go over to Chatlandia and see who's out there chatting all over the goldarn place. Shall we now? Oh, yeah. Well, it's Catherine Weiss. That's Weiss123. She's one of our Ultramods, and she says, "Hi, Aaron." Bless me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I should have muted myself. And Kathy says, "I'll be over on YouTube tonight." And I said, "Hi, Kathy." Okay. And then look who's over here on YouTube. Someone else named Catherine Weiss. Oh, it's the same one. "Hi, Aaron," she says. All right. And I said, "Hi, Kathy," again. And look who's here. Why, it's Peggy Dancer, another one of our Ultramods. "Hi, Aaron." "Hello, Aaron." "Hello, Weiss123, Kathy. I'll be on Rumble tonight." Okay. And Kathy says, "Hi, Peggy." Isn't that nice? Oops. Oh, what's it doing? Oh, I can't stand this trackpad. Oh, my kingdom for a mouse. Mud Rabbit says, "Hi, everyone." Well, look, there's Mud Rabbit, another one of our Ultramods. And Kathy says, "Hi, Mud Rabbit." And oops. Oh, gosh. Man, this thing's touchy today. And Mud Rabbit says, "Hi, Kathy. I managed to stay up late." All right. Yeah. We know it's later where you are. And, I keep thinking maybe I'll do it earlier, but it never works out. It's always just much better for me. Like right now, if I would have been at 8, I wouldn't have been able to start because I had to Chloe has a little bit of a cold, so she woke up and I had to go lull her back to sleep. And so look who else is here. Why, it's Skylark74. Greetings, fellow Truth Questers. And Mud Rabbit says, "Been nodding off early these days." That's what I figured. And Kathy Weiss says, "I'm glad you're here, Mud Rabbit." Yeah, it's always nice when Mud Rabbit's here. And Mud Rabbit says, "Thanks." Look at that. And Mud Rabbit says, the time change seems to work in my favor. Yeah, isn't that time change weird? First time for everything, I guess. And Knock My Socks Off is here. Hello, Knock My Socks Off. Howdy, Aaron and friends, she says. Howdy. And then Mud Rabbit says, hello, Aaron. Hello, Mud Rabbit. And Kathy says, it gets darker earlier now. It sure does. And Mud Rabbit says, it does. And I end up going to bed earlier, which is probably a good thing. Oh, getting up earlier. Okay. Yeah. But not as tired as night as I was. Oh, good. Yeah, there's probably a kind of a perfect time zone for everybody, right? I'm slowly introducing my two teenagers in with the older gals, chickens. So my schedule is their schedule. Okay, chickens. All right. One of the other hens is quite the bully. Okay. And Cap 78 Pack Peggy Dancer says, hello, Aaron. Hello, Waste123 Kathy. Hello, Skylark 74. And then Kathy says, it's great to have you have the extra help. Oh, it sure is, isn't it? And Cap 78 Pack, hello, Knock My Socks Off. And Mud Rabbit says, oh no, I'm talking about young chicks. Oh yeah, young chicks. That's where all the chicks hang out at Tractor Supply. I never knew. And Skylark 74 says, hello, Catherine. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Knock My Socks Off. And then Mud Rabbit says, not so young, but not big enough to leave alone with the full-grown hens. Okay. Oh, okay, says Kathy. And not big enough to let range. Let them range in the range. That's when you cook them, though, right? In the range. They're ranging in the range. They're ranging all around in the range. Oh, no. They're beautiful, though. Are they? I have a friend who has chickens. Every time I go over there, one of the chickens wants to attack me all the time. Hi, Aaron, says Mud Rabbit. And then Peggy, I didn't see her come in. I think she was over. Oh, yeah, she was on Rumble, I think. Yeah, we're on Rumble and on YouTube. So Peggy Dancer 8115, there you are. Hello. Oh, yeah, she was up further. And I said, hi, Skylark 74. Hi, Knock My Socks Off. Hi, Cap 78 Pack. Peggy Dancer. Oh, why did it do that? I did it again. Oh, man, I can't get used to this thing. I cannot get used to this trackpad. It's hard to get used to. Oh, and it didn't. Cap 78 Pack, Knock My Socks Off, says, Skylark 74, Weiss123. She says hi to all three. And why, look who else is here. Why, it's Operation Shutdown. I'd like to sign up for the Splint's Friends and Foes program. Well, you'd be the first. But it's a good choice. Oh, yeah. Just send your make-believe money to that make-believe address, and you'll be sitting pretty. There you go. All righty then. Good to see you, buddy. And Mud Rabbit says, hiya, Op Shut. And then Operation Shutdown says, hello, Mud Rabbit. And Kathy says, hi, Operation Shutdown. And Operation Shutdown, hello, Kathy. Isn't that nice? Then I said, hello, Operation Shutdown. And Operation Shutdown says, hello, Aaron, and an American flag. Look at that. Kathy says, hi, Operation Shutdown. And Mud Rabbit says, all over the Goldarn place. Yes, well, 2 places. Not on my account, please. Okay. Howdy, Mud Rabbit, over there on YouTube, says Peggy Dancer. Oh, did it Why is it doing this? My Whew. I'm having a little bit of an issue with my trackpad. Oh, man. And the Mud Rabbit says, life is happening. It'll settle eventually. Are you sure? And Kathy says, hi, Skylark74. And then Kathy says, hi, knock my socks off. And knock my socks off says, sent you a message today, Truth Quest, Aaron Moriarty, but not for today's show. You'll need time to look at it. Oh, okay. All right. I'll take a look at that a little later, and we'll see. We'll see about that. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Mud Rabbit says, hi, Skylark. And then Tractor Supply is my crack. Oh, really? Okay. Hubby got 5 new young hens Wednesday and has the fluffy head of a feathered head to toe. Cute little thing. Okay. Operation Shutdown. Aaron getting attacked by the chicks. Yes, the chicks. Yeah. Total now about 27 hens to 1 rooster. Oh, my goodness. He's a busy dude, I bet. He's pretty tired out. I love Socks Mug. And Captain APAC, yeah, lost that last hen as she was old and producing eggs. Life goes on. All right. And Captain APAC, not producing. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. Oh, those are silkies. And Knock My Socks Off says, thanks, Mud Rabbit. All right. Well, let's cruise on over to the Book of Faces, or what I like to call the Land of Zuckers. There's a Zucker born every minute. And don't you know it? Okay, I guess that's it. All right. Oh, excuse me while I get the thing for the monitor. Had to get the old monitor so I can watch the kids. Alrighty then. Well, here we are on Facebook. You like that? War is dead, fear is fading, peace is here. Yes. Yes, that's it. That is it. Oh, and the show didn't show up, but that's where I got this is where I got the thumbnail for tonight's show. This is that dude that he jumped from space. He went up into space and he jumped out. He wanted to be the first human to break the sound barrier, and he did. And this is his account of it, so it's pretty interesting. So check this out.
We jumped from space. I wanted to be the first human outside of an aircraft breaking the sound barrier. I almost weigh twice the weight that I normally have, and it's very difficult to do a perfect exit. Do not over-rotate, because if I start over-rotating, there's no air that you can use to slow down.
Okay, Joe, I'm ready. Okay, here we go, Felix. I'm going over now.
Wow, you never see me do that.
Jump away.
First 25 seconds, it looked like everything's under control. And after 34 seconds, I hit Mach 1, and I broke the speed of sound.
Was that him breaking it? Yeah.
That was our goal. I wanted to be the first human outside of an aircraft breaking the sound barrier. because of the fact that a lot of those scientists said prior to the jump, you're going to spin like crazy, and the other half said, we don't think anything is going to happen. I was mentally prepared to spin, but I was hoping that I'm not going to spin. Now, if you watch the next couple of seconds, you see at that moment, it slowly starts to spin. It's getting faster. The problem is there's no protocol. There's nobody in the world telling you, listen, Felix, if this happens, you have to do this while the whole world is watching. Then I was trying to move my arms around a little bit, just maybe it does something. And then it stopped for a second, but now it starts getting the opposite direction, and then it really ramps up. At that moment, it's not about breaking records anymore. At that moment, it's all about survival.
Speed 600 miles per hour.
There's only one way for the blood to leave your skull, and that's through all the eyeballs. If that happens, you're gonna die.
Speed 700.
I had a Chi-Whiz attached to my hand. The Chi-Whiz is a device that it fires a drogue chute that pulls you out of that flat spin. That's why I put my hands in to trick that Chi-Whiz. It's less Chi, and now the Chi-Whiz senses, less Chi, that means he's getting it under control. I turned around and I was stable as a rock.
Showing Felix in a stable descent.
So when you look at my suit, the more you fall, the more depressurized the suit gets, and here you can already see the suit flapping. You look at the sky, it's blue now, so we went from black sky back to blue sky. If you look at the right corner, Luke was dropping some flares, and it gave me the perfect direction for the wind. Now this is a very important moment. Very first time after hours and hours inside that spacesuit that I'm breathing regular air. So now I'm really happy because even the landing worked just perfect.
Oh, wow. Did you see what Skylark says? There was an Air Force guy who did that from the U.S. government research balloon back in the mid-50s. Baumgartner was the first civilian to do this. So did that other guy break the speed limit? Or did he crack the speed bump, or whatever they call that? Speed of sound? You'll never see me do that. I can guarantee you that. Mother Rabbit says, my son did high altitude skydiving, but nothing like that. Yeah, I'm surprised that guy's still alive. Man, I guess it's one way to attack your fear of heights, to go higher than anybody's ever went and jump. My goodness. Oh my goonie, I might even say. Skylark, I remember reading a long time ago that there was a daredevil guy who wanted to do this back in the late 20s and early 30s. He wanted to have a full pressure suit built for him, even though that technology did not exist yet. He never got funding because of the Great Depression. Well, probably saved his life. And Rose Large says, wow, isn't that so amazing? And Kept 78 Pack, Peggy Dancer says, that's quite a feat. Congrats, Felix Baumgartner. Yeah, that was many years ago now. I mean, I can't remember exactly when that was. It was a long time ago. I remember it. It's such a cool thing. Oh, and here's a U.S. Senator John Kennedy, not John F. Kennedy, but the funny Kennedy. Here he is. Let's see what he says here.
What Senator Schumer is suggesting is that we do the dumbest thing possible that won't work. Stupid should hurt more. Senator Schumer says we should just extend the status quo for a year. What does that mean? That means that we would have to take $35 billion of taxpayer money and give it directly to the health insurance companies without any commitment of lowering premiums.
Hello?
How is that going to reduce health care?
I know, now yours is.
How's that going to reduce premiums?
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Bye-bye.
The health care companies are going to take $35 billion from the taxpayers and put it into their pockets. I mean, duh. I don't know what Senator Schumer is thinking. Earth to Chuck. I mean, earth to Chuck. Am I going to vote for this? The short answer is no. The long answer is hell no.
The short answer is no. The long answer is hell no. He's just so darn funny. Oh, there's Zoran Mondami. Let's see. Okay, this guy's watching. He says, did the people who think Trump's a fascist just elect a commie? Yeah. A wolf in sheep's clothing, you might even say. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, remember these things? Oh, I used to buy these. And yeah, Mexican jumping beans, little slice of vintage life. When I found out there was worms in there, I cracked some open to, to free them. I squished a couple doing it, but I did free a couple of them. I don't know how they fared, though. I didn't really follow them too closely. I kind of put them on a leaf and went, good luck, buddy. At least you're out now. Yeah, but Mexican jumping beans, too cool for school, you might even say. Oh, did you see this? Everyone wants Caroline Leavitt, even Hungary.
Affordability is what the American people elected this president to do, and he is doing it, and you guys refuse to cover it, and you refuse to cover that the previous administration created the worst unaffordability crisis in American history. And I've been watching the TV all day saying that he doesn't want to talk about affordability. That's what he's working on every day, and that's what this administration is doing.
Right now. But you know why they refuse to cover it?
Can I
Because they're fake news, that's why. Go ahead.
Can I get her someone?
Sure. Caroline, the Prime Minister would like you to work for him in Hungary.
Please consider.
You know what? That's a very good decision you just made. Please don't leave us, Caroline.
You see what he did there? That's a good decision you just made there. He complimented him. And then he said, please don't leave us. So, that's what he does. He makes people feel good. That's why everyone likes him after they've signed deals with him. He makes them feel good. He knows what to say. He knows exactly what to say. And, oh, here's a 6-year bump for me. Here are 2 of my coffee paintings. Yes, I have painted with coffee. And I actually, the dark parts here are actual coffee grounds that are adhered to the painting by creamer. Yes. There you go. So there's all coffee produced. How do you like them apples? It's actually kind of fun to paint with coffee. If you haven't tried it, go for it. Chinese astronauts stranded in space. I bet Elon's going to save them. Yeah, breaking. A Chinese space crew is reportedly stranded aboard the Tiangong space station after their return capsule was hit by tiny pieces of space debris. China's space flight agency confirmed Wednesday experts believe the debris caused critical damage to the capsule's outer shell, making it unsafe for re-entry. Engineers on Earth are now working on urgently to assess the situation and plan a safe return strategy for the astronauts. We'll call Elon hello, who remain in stable condition inside the station. This alarming event underscores the growing threat of orbital debris, with thousands of fragments of old satellites and rocket parts circling Earth, posing serious risk to all space missions. Yes, and you know what they could do? They could get like the best video game kids who are really good at certain type of video games, and have them have whatever portion of space has the most space junk, let out a bunch of these little robotic little craft, and these kids can control these things and pick up all the litter and bring it back to the home thing and have that crash down and burn in the atmosphere. Why don't they do that? They could get people in. You want to get kids involved in space? Do that. Hey, kids, do you want to compete to maybe control something actually in space to save future missions by picking up these little nuts and bolts? I think it would be great. I think kids would go for it. What do you think? I bet the Chinese kids would probably be pretty good at it. You know? Oh, Knock My Socks Off says, Elon Musk, you are being paid to rescue Chinamen. That's right. NASA used to have classes for kids. Yeah. One of the teachers that was going to teach from space, remember, she blew up in the shuttle. That was very sad. Great idea, says Rose Thistle. Well, thank you. That went away when Barry defunded. That's right. You know, and the space shuttles, speaking of being able to go to space to rescue people, the space shuttle fleet was only 46% used. That it could have been used much, had 60% of the life of all of the craft still yet to go. And Barry Soetoro canceled them all. What an idiot. Oh, and look who else is here. Why, it's Chroniviewer. Hello, Chroniviewer. He said, hi, Aaron. Hey, buddy. Yeah, Elon, they need your help. Agreed, KMSO. Knock My Socks Off. Chroniviewer, howdies. And then Cap 78 Pack says, hi, Chroniviewer. Krista McCullough ain't dead. Well, yeah, I know people found people that have the same names that look similar to them, but they're not. I don't know. It's interesting, but I'm not putting that in the 100% file yet. And Chroniviewer says, hi, I Knock My Socks Off. Hi, Cap 78 Pack. Peggy Dancer. And then Kathy says, hi, Chroniviewer. All right. Well, here is Charlie Kirk. Well, let's listen to what Charlie Kirk said in the recent past.
The spiritual battle is coming to the West. And the enemies are wokeism or Marxism combining with Islamism to go after what we call the American way of life. And the American way of life is very simple. I want to be able to get married, buy a home, have kids, allow them to ride their bike till the sun goes down, send them to a good school, have a low crime neighborhood, not to have my kid be taught the lesbian, gay, transgender garbage in their school, while also not having them have to hear the Muslim call to prayer 5 times a day. That's important. We want the American way of life, which is, by the way, Christendom. Christians, our sacrifice, our toil, our vision, the outgrowth of the scriptures gave us Western civilization. And this is where I think is a great rallying cry. Doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, doesn't matter if you're Asian, doesn't matter if you're black or white. Everybody, if you are Christian and Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, these two threats are combining forces to come after us. And it's time that the church stands and rises up against it.
Yeah. Powerful words. Very well spoken. I'm so glad that they kept so many recordings of him. He's going to be reverberating throughout history and probably be listened to a lot more, being a martyr. So sad that they did that to him. Nothing changes, Holman vows to press ahead with ice raids in New York City after Mondami's victory. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do anything. What's he going to do? Send some therapists? Hey, therapists, go stop him. Oh, you hear about this? Oh, don't you love this statistics here? From Ladies of Another View, testicular cancer affects 1 in every 5 liberal women. 1 in every 5 liberal women isn't a real woman. Oh, and they're not very good looking either. Oh, yeah. Let me just say this. If you're an ugly man, you'll be an ugly man pretending to be a woman. You'll never be. You can't go from ugly man to a good looking woman. You can't go from man to woman anyway. But yeah, it's so sick. I'm so sick of that crap. Sorry to show it. Oh, the Indian Hills Community Center sign is always fun. What's this say? Gave my son an apple. He said he liked pears, so I gave him another apple. Oh, he's got a pair of apples. Yeah, that works. I like that. State of Wisconsin, my state here, the state I'm in right now, except for also the state of confusion. Oh, this is awfully darn small. August 28th, 2025, introduced by Senate. I'll just read this down here. It's a lot easier to read. New Republicans in Wisconsin introduced a new bill that will allow individuals to sue healthcare providers for performing chemical and surgical castrations on children. Oh, good, because they should all be thrown in jail. That shouldn't be even allowed to be done. Oh, you're on one side of the park and you want to get on the other side, but there's water there. Here's how you do it. You want to get across quick? Just do this. He makes it look so easy. Look at that. You think he's done that before? Pretty good. Pretty good, I'd say. Wow. Yeah, that's the way you do it. That's how you do it. Zoran Mondami now admits he won't be able to fund his socialist plans. Oh, wow. He had said he'd tax billionaires, but now he's faced with Governor Hochul, saying she won't do that. So how will Mondami fund socialism without raising taxes? Well, get everyone that voted for you to open up a Kool-Aid stand, but they give all the money to you. That's how you do it. There's no way to do it. You can't do it. Oh, this is great. Mud Rabbit will like this. Slave ship entertainers. The idea that someone thinks that they might have done this is hilarious. Oh yeah, let's just add a big heavy piano and a dorky. Oh, gently down the stream, port side. Row, row, row your boat. Oh my. Uh-oh. I hear Chloe. She's crying a little bit. Oh, and Mud Rabbit says, oh my God, I remember that one. LOL. Isn't that hilarious? And I love Gary Larson so much. Yes. He really, I'm so glad he went into drawing cartoons because his art is so darn funny. Oh, yeah. I broke my finger last week. On the other hand, I'm okay. On the other hand, I thought that was pretty good. 1958 Chevrolet. Look at this. An Impala, too. That was 1958. And, of course, all of the GM cars in 1958 were dubbed crummy chromies. I don't think it's crummy to have a lot of chrome. I think it's cool chromies. And they said, I don't know if it's true or not, they said that if you took every piece of chrome end to end on any one of these GM cars in 1958, they would reach end to end, they'd reach the top of the Empire State Building. I don't think that's true, but maybe it is. I don't know who calculated that out, but I just think it's a gorgeous car. And the way the back support here angles forward, this was the only year they used this body style, which I think is a really cool. The roof line is really, really cool. Look at that, just tucks in there. But only 1 year, so that's sad. Oh, knock my socks off, Aaron. We need you in Jehovah's Trivia Quiz Night. He's always doing cars. I don't know. I could copy your answers. Oh, yeah? Okay. 1958. That's my little brother's favorite car. And Trump says the Democrats will terminate the filibuster in the first hour if and when they assume control or power. Republicans have what the Democrats want. We should do it now and have the greatest 3 years in history. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, I drew a map for all the New Yorkers looking to migrate to Florida and Texas. Oh, Florida's up here. Oh, I thought Canada was up there. Oh, and Texas is down here. I thought that was Mexico. Just follow this map, guys, from New York. Zoom or zoom. There you go. Follow the map. Follow the map. Dogs can bark up to 500 times per day. That's just a rough estimate. Rough estimate. Thanks, dad jokes. You guys rock. Bombshell Supreme Court sides with Trump. Surprise, surprise. Crashes trans insanity. Banning it from U.S. passports. Male or female only. Game over. The only thing is, what about hermaphrodite? I guess if you're a hermaphrodite, you kind of choose which one you're going to be. Right? Oh, and look at this. Dustin Shuda, our good friend Dustin Shuda over there at Flying Chariots, The Rise. He is the custodian of these pictures. Look at this picture. This is a spaceman, apparently, from like 1967. We've just showed this picture not too long ago, but look at this. Look at that. That's an egg-shaped craft that he came out of. Wow. It does not look like the, I guess it could be the proportions of a child, but I don't know. What do you think of that? Oh, Mud Rabbit knows. It's Mork. Oh, yeah. Egg, yeah. Good one. It's probably where they got the idea for it. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. This, I guess this kid, he saw this thing land and he knew people wouldn't believe him. So he ran in the house and got his camera and took a picture as this creature was walking towards him. Wouldn't it be frustrating to witness this, eyewitness it, get a picture, and have people still not believe you? Unbelievable. I got to talk to Dustin again about having him get these photographs and have them professionally scanned so he has digital copies of them so you can like blow them way up. Oh, and the winner is, oh yeah, remember this? I remember this antivirus. That is clever, I got to say. But then the next question is that a man or a woman or a man that thinks he's a woman? I don't know, but they have a good sense of humor. Antivirus. Another Larson cartoon. Oh, look at this. What's this? Big Bob's, ball bearings, bananas, roller skates, and floor wax ink. Oh, bad combination, I'd say. They're really falling for it. A little slippery at work today. Slippery as usual. Several injuries again today at work. That's funny. Antivirus on the mouth. Oh yes, that's from way back in the COVID days. Ha 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 ha. Ball bearings. Yeah. And bananas. Got banana peels, ball bearings. We don't stand a chance. Okay. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Just so everyone's clear, I'm going to put my glasses on. Just so everybody's clear, I'm going to put my glasses on. Don't you love it? Secretary Doug Burgum confirms the U.S. just hit a record 13.6 million barrels daily oil production, fulfilling Trump's drill baby drill promise. Oh, that's pretty good. Like that. Oh, look, these two just fit the parts perfect, don't they? Corrupt politician boss Walls, the Dukes of Corruption, sponsored by Minnesota Democrats. Yeah, Sheriff Roscoe Ellison. He's a criminal. He beat up his girlfriend. You see those pictures? Oh my God, he's a terrible person. This guy's a terrible person too. He's a pedo, or so the evidence shows. Wake up, America! Well, look at this. Islam has burned down Norway, England, Sweden, France, and is knocking on America's door right now. And the idiots are letting them in. Not the MAGA people, the idiots. Oh, look at this. This interesting book here. You might want to check it out. How to Survive Falling Down a Staircase. Very important information. A step-by-step guide. Oh, that's good. You'd need a step-by-step guide to survive falling down a staircase. Don't you love it? Oh, gosh, I just love it. Falling downstairs? What about falling iguanas? Possible Tuesday morning. When it drops below 45, they can fall out of trees. They're immobilized, but not dead. So don't bury them. There they are, falling all over the place. Cover your tea. Cover your coffee. Huge, massive attack in Germany by Antifa. Imagine that. Oh, it's a foreign terrorist organization now.
Huge news just happened now. Massive attack in Germany where a right-wing politician had his car firebombed just hours ago, earlier this morning in Hamburg, Germany. And I want you to look at these videos now that we have of this. An extremely powerful explosive was placed inside this vehicle. It set fire to multiple cars from the explosion. And what's even more horrific about this is that a letter has appeared on a far-left German website claiming credit for the attack by Antifa, the Antifa cell and Antifa network in Germany. They wrote fiery greetings to the accused, imprisoned, and underground Antifas. They claimed credit for destroying the vehicle, quote, with an incendiary device. The post also included a direct threat. And listen to who they reference here. All you MAGA freaks, you will follow Charlie Kirk to hell. So a direct reference from those in Antifa to the murder of Charlie Kirk, another act of violence, another assassination attempt, which had the individual been in there. His name is Dr. Bernard Baumann, and he is a member of AFD. He is the parliamentary group manager. His car was bombed this morning in Othmarschen, Hamburg, Germany, about 3:20 a.m. And this is horrific. This is absolutely.
It is terrible. Foreign terrorist organization. Oh, look, loses Minnesota mayoral race, goes back to his old job. Yeah. Not the kind of guy you want in charge of your city. Take a look at this freakazoid. Total freak. Hey, wait a minute. Down here was in the past. See his hairline? Now look at his hairline. He went to Hair Club for Men. Look at that. He's wearing a hat. Yeah, he's disgusting. We always get each other ironic gifts, but my brother killed it this year. Gift not included, just batteries. Jeff Foxworthy. Hey, money is tight. Yeah, get your own gift that needs these. Okay, here's the batteries. Don't you love it? Oh, yeah. And Chronivere says, I'm the captain now. President Trump gives Nancy Pelosi her proper retirement send-off. She was evil, corrupt, and only focused on bad things for our country. I'm very honored she impeached me twice and failed miserably. That's this. I think we showed this before. This is an old one, but I just love it. So I ordered a burrito to go with no olives. This was on top of the box. No olives. Look how depressed they look. Hate to laugh at them, but they are kind of funny looking. Poor little guys, dejected. I guess olives just want to be eaten, I guess. They really want to be included in the meal. That's what you take from that. Oh, did you hear about this? I don't know if this is real or not. Fullerton driver hands officer get out of jail free Monopoly card after being pulled over. That's a good idea. And a couple donuts might be a good too, because then they'll forget, what do they say here? Will a get out of jail free Monopoly card get you out of a real life traffic stop? A clever Fulton driver learned it may not be that easy after all. No, it isn't. Here's another Larson cartoon. Oh, we're getting a lot of them today. So good thing Mud Rabbit's here. It's still hungry, and I've been stuffing worms into it all day. She's just blissfully reading her book. She has no idea. You gotta turn the kid the other way so you can see it. You can see the birds feeding him grubs. Oh, kid's so happy. That's the best food I ever had. I love these things. I love how the birds talk. I guess some birds do, don't they? Here's what General Motors looked like in 1950. We saw a 58 Chevy. Now go back to 1950. Look at these colossal vehicles. They're just gigantic. And these are all paintings. That's another thing. Artists had a lot of work back in the day. There was no other way to get art. You had to have an artist do the art for you or have someone take a picture. But art was the way a lot of advertising was done. So and look at the skills it would take to make these. These are very realistic looking drawings, renderings, beautiful. But yeah, a lost art, and people don't get to look at good art anymore. That's beautiful art. I just love that old stuff. If you believe that people need to be injected with carcinogens, toxins, aborted fetal cells, mRNA, animal DNA, parasites, antibiotics, fungi, insecticides, disinfectants, etc., in order to be healthy, it may be time for you to reevaluate who the conspiracy theorist is. It's you. Thanks, Catherine Green. Yeah, did you hear about this? Florida now allows the death penalty for adults who rape children under 12. Good. Death penalty. Get rid of the pedos legally. Yes. Yep. Oh, did you see this? Here's a nice little story. Look at this. They're arresting a Santa. There's fish all over the road. Let's take a listen. She never mentions Santa. Fufu's cat house.
We're on the shoulder of Interstate 70 where a northbound freight truck carrying fish, hundreds of them, overturned in the early morning snow. You can see them scattered across the lane. And yes, those are cats moving in from the tree line, making off with the catch. It would be almost comical if it weren't. We're on the shoulder of Interstate 70 where a northbound freight truck carrying fish, hundreds of them, overturned in the early morning snow. You can see them scattered across the lane. And yes, those are.
Yeah, mention the cats, but not the Santa being arrested. Of course, it's a very small portion. Isn't that funny? Oh, so funny. There's some good stuff. Chinese woman 72 who swam 8 hours to escape communism says she's disgusted her children are voting for Mandami. Oh, I would be too. Can you imagine that? Swimming here? An elderly Chinese immigrant who swam for 8 hours to flee the country's communist regime said she is appalled that her children are casting votes for Zoran Mandami. And in the New York City mayoral election, Song Ying, 72, believes her 2 grown sons do not see the perils of the Democratic Socialist candidate's far-left policies, which she described as alarmingly reminiscent of the circumstances she risked her life to escape nearly 50 years ago. She can't swim again. What are you doing to your own mother? My goodness. Thanks, Bongino. And here is a Q post from October 29th, 2017. Oh, I guess it's from anonymous. So it's not a. I don't think this is a. Oh, wait a minute. This might be an actual Q post. Just before Q started signing him Q. Some of us are here to drop crumbs, just crumbs. POTUS is 100% insulated. Any discussion suggesting he's even a target is false. POTUS will not be addressing nation on any of these issues as people begin to be indicted and must remain neutral for pure optical reasons. That's what's happening now. To suggest this is the plan is false and should be common sense. Focus on military intelligence, state secrets, and why might that be used versus any three-letter agency? What Supreme Court decision opened the door for a sitting president to activate? What must be showed? Why is POTUS surrounded by generals? Again, there are a lot more good people than bad, so have faith. This was a hostile takeover from an evil, corrupt network of players, not just Democrats. Don't fool yourself into thinking Obama, Soros, Roths, Clintons, etc. have more power present day than POTUS. Operation Mockingbird. Patriots are in control. Sit back and enjoy the show. Isn't that lovely? Don't you love it? The human asks the alien, why is happiness so elusive? The alien says, well, because you look forward in the future instead of the present. That's right. Look forward in the present. Our Pete, their Pete. Our Pete rocks. He's got We the People on his arm. He's got fake boobs. Yuck. Look at this cool looking car. I never heard of this before. This is a very cool car. And the Regal underslung Model N Roadster, produced around 1912 by the Regal Motor Car Company of Detroit, was a distinctive early American automobile known for its innovative underslung chassis. So the body is under the chassis, so it gives it a lower profile, a lower center of gravity. It handles better, not as likely to flip. And look how low it is compared to those old cars. They're way up there because you have to get, because the body was put on top of the frame. This one, the body is below the frame, maybe has some hook things going up, hanging onto it. Yeah, that's innovation right there. Too bad the Regal didn't sell more. I don't know what might have been the problem. Maybe they couldn't get good workers. Maybe Ford hired them all away from them. I don't know. To further deter illegal immigration, I will sign on day one executive order ending automatic citizenship for children of illegal aliens. Promises made, promises kept. Trump signed sweeping executive actions on immigration, launches fight to end birthright citizenship. Oh, can I switch my kickstand to the other side? I don't even want my motorcycle leaning to the left anymore. Yeah, good point. I don't want it leaning to the left. Yeah, right. Lean to the right. Virginia just elected her as governor. She's a COVIDiot. A COVIDiot. Yeah. Yeah. Sir, it seems you've been drinking. Could you say the alphabet starting with M? Malphabet. Malphabet. Well, he did it. You can't argue with that. Okay, you're free to go, sir. Even though you smell like vodka. Just kidding. Oh, yeah. Escape from New York. Look at that. That's, I don't think Mondami's going to be able to do much. Doesn't seem like he's going to be able to do much of anything. The latest images of 3-Eye Atlas after completing the perihelion show it without a tail, according to Professor Avi Loeb. I don't believe anything Avi Loeb says. He's a sensationalist. He's part of these people trying to insinuate it's a alien craft, because I think they see that war is ending and they want to be able to have some way to spend money on arms. So, the flying amphibious drone of the 1950s. This looks so dangerous. If he faints and falls, he's chopped liver. I would never drive. Just think about it. Maybe something knocks you off and you go down and you get chopped up. Look at this.
It's a plane, it's a cycle, it's super amphibious. Actually, it's in the helicopter family. A single-place job with typical motorcycle handlebar steering and standard outboard racing model engine. At the controls of the craft they're calling the Helivector is the man who developed it, Louis C. McCarthy. Roll and pitch are accomplished merely by shifting the pilot's weight. The test flight is in suburban New York. Not too much height today, but for an extra eyeful, no hands. Who knows, commuters? This could be your 5:15 of tomorrow. Down to a pontoon landing in the water. And as the motor purrs to a halt, we say farewell for now to a unique flying machine. It's a plane, it's a cycle, it's super amphibious.
It's super stupid because it's the most dangerous thing you could ever imagine. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, you might even say. Oh, 2026 New York City Women's March. Look at that. Oh, they got the pink hats still. And they got the Mondami fashion statement there. Look at that. And Chris Ann Hall puts this out, and she's wonderful. She's been on, quite frankly, quite often. So check her out there and check her out. She's a constitutionalist. She knows everything about the Constitution. Can I please point out truth and lies of the current political manipulation? This is not the longest government shutdown in America. Please don't be manipulated. Facts from 1789 to 1865. The federal government was shut down for 8 months every year. Sounds like a really good idea. And from 1865 to 1910, the federal government was shut down for 6 months every year. Oh, good. They can't do as much harm that way. It wasn't until 1930 that the government stayed open 24 months a year. Hey, maybe that's what caused the Depression. So don't tell me we are suffering an emergency or catastrophe. We are actually moving in the right direction. Thanks, Chris Ann Hall. I agree with you 100%. Oh, you remember this? I think we've already talked about this, but on November 18th, 1990, the 101st Congress quietly repealed the McCarran-Walter Act of 1952, forbidding Muslims from holding office. Members of that Congress were Joe Biden, Dick Cheney, Al Gore, John Kerry, John McCain, no name, Mitch McConnell, Mitch the Glitch, and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. Imagine that. What a lineup there, huh? What a disastrous lineup. He's pouring the Kool-Aid already. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your shades and a cold one. Governor Ron DeSantis just turned the Florida welcome mat into a velvet rope with one razor-sharp question to lawmakers. Did you file that tariff bill yet? We're taking a bold, beautiful levy on every New Yorker packing up their Prius and fleeing the socialist circus they built in the Empire State. And let's be crystal clear. It's high time Floridians have flung open their doors to freedom, no state income tax, beaches that don't charge admission, schools focused on math over manifestos, and cops who actually show up when trouble knocks. But these transplants, they sprint from New York's $15,000 tax nightmares, knife-wielding subway chaos, and lockdown lunacy that turned Central Park into a contact tracing convention, only to slink into our polling booths ballots in hand, ready to vote in the very venom that they escaped. Picture it. You torch your own backyard with Hochul's handouts and Mondami's millionaire tax fever dreams and waltz into the paradise demanding more government, more grapes. More progressive quicksand, enough. The tariffs isn't, so basically he's going to give him a tariff. Come here, you got to pay extra. Here's Michael Flynn.
There are many, many whistleblowers that have still come forward that have not been exposed yet, and that's good for them, that more and more information is going to come out, Benny. And it needs to come out, and it will come out. Some of it is sealed in grand jury. Some of it's sealed in court here in various court cases right now. But I'm telling you, this goes back to the Clinton Foundation. There are many, many whistleblowers that.
So lots of whistleblowers coming forward. Well, grand juries, Democrats win elections in Democrat blue states. Democrat voters, it's a blue tsunami. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look up tonight, November 6th. We already missed that. That was yesterday. Probably still there. The moon meets the seven sisters, Pleiades. Look at that. Here's from Dan Scavino. Look at that. They all look pretty happy, don't they? Don't mean to have Dems tonight, but it's Team Trump's 1-year anniversary of winning the historical 2024 presidential election, where you, the American people, reclaimed the government. Oh, yeah. Here's a 8-year bump. 8 years ago, I shared this meme on Facebook. And here, gentlemen, we see an ancient form of brainwashing used in the 21st century, a primitive but an effective tool in dramatically reducing the IQ, clouding the judgment, and manipulating for political ends all who fall victim to it. CNN. Crap News Network. And there's our last show. That brings us right on back. There we are. And, I saw something and I was going to share it. And I thought, well, I better just do it this way. It's an optical illusion. Check this out. See what you think about this. All right. See what it says? This upside down face looks normal until you flip it or take a good look at it. Looks normal, right? Oh, it's going to be normal when you flip it, right? Watch this. Oh, yeah, not so normal looking. The eyes and the mouth are inverted. Isn't that freaky? Look at that. See? It looks normal, but you flip it and it's not normal. It's scary looking. Oh my gosh. Oh my goonie. Isn't that freaky? Man, oh, live. Sideways looks funny too. She looks best upside down. She should walk on her hands. Don't you think? Oh, yeah. That's that. That is that. Well, now let's go to X, because X marks the spot for truth and news. And here we are over on X, because we love it over on X, because there's so much going on over there. It's crazy. Move this up a bit. All right. There we go. Donald Trump put this out. Oh, we got to go up a little further. The United States Senate should not leave town until they have a deal to end the Democrat shutdown. If they can't reach a deal, the Republicans should terminate the filibuster immediately and take care of our great American workers. Yes, they should. Holy crap. Subpoenas have just gone out. You hear about this? Check it out.
Tonight, just in the past few minutes, Fox News Digital is now reporting a federal grand jury has subpoenaed former CIA Director John Brennan, former FBI officials Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, as well as others. It is part of the Justice Department's investigation into the origins of the Trump-Russia probe. Sources say the trio were served with federal subpoenas today. Law enforcement sources also say up to 30 subpoenas will be issued in the coming days related to this investigation. We'll follow that. Tonight, 2 New Jersey teenagers are facing...
Isn't that interesting? Oh, and here is the pipe bomber, apparently Laura Logan. As I said from day one, January 6th was an op against the American people by its nation's domestic enemies, traitors who had to cover up a stolen election. They set the conditions for chaos by not securing the Capitol properly, seated the crowd and the police with trained agitators. And this, they're saying, is the pipe bomber. And she was with the Capitol Police. And now she's working, Shawnee Kirkhoff, for the intelligence agencies. Look at that. Well, she should go to jail. And everyone who was her superiors should also be going to prison. Because that's sickening. Sickening what they did. Oh, we just already saw that. Oh, did you see this? Police respond to suspicious activity. Man riding bull through a Walmart parking lot.
An actual real bull?
That's signal 4.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. Dude, what? 43 headquarters.
Go ahead.
I'm out with the subject with his bull on in the Tractor Supply parking lot.
He must have a helmet cam. You can see his face. Look at that bull.
Yes, sir. I have so many questions.
I got all the answers.
What?
This is Gus. This is Gus. Gus is famous. He's a Brahma bull.
Can I pet Gus?
Absolutely. You can get on Gus if you want to.
I'm all right now. If I get on Gus and I fall off Gus, then I'm gonna get in trouble.
Oh, he's getting on.
Oh, dude, what in the world? Yeah, here, you take a picture on my phone. Oh, let's hope I don't get yelled at.
Hope someone doesn't run off with this police car. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's a cool story, isn't it? Oh, you know, I posted this because it was all black. I couldn't see anything. Can anybody see what it says here? I don't know what this says. It doesn't say anything to me. I really just, it just is like a blank black screen. Does anybody else see anything there? Sorry. I don't mean to. Yeah, I know I don't swear on the show. It's probably a cruel little joke, but it's just a joke. Thanks, Mandy. Oh, gosh. Red Pill Bot put this out. I will never forget when this happened. No, neither will I. And all the reactions of everybody when at the that awards ceremony when he was talking about all you pedos. Jeffrey Epstein's friends. Yeah. Look at her. Oh, my goodness. The Rock. Jeez. Yeah, their reactions really indicts them, doesn't it? Here's this gal from Iran. Listen to this. She rocks.
Iranian here with another pro tip for anyone who's not from the Middle East. Do not allow communism and Sharia law to take over your countries. They bring nothing but death, despair, and destruction. 47 years ago, Iranians made the mistake of trusting these evil, demonish ayatollahs and their Sharia law, and we have been paying the price with the blood of our people ever since. Just this past weekend, another innocent Iranian man, 25-year-old Omid Sarlak, was brutally murdered by the Islamic Republic just for burning a picture of this evil demon man, the supreme dictator of the Islamic Republic, Ali Khamenei. And now Iranians in Iran and around the world are burning his image and sharing it on social media. I too join Iranians in burning the image of this evil, demonic Ayatollah that is responsible for murdering the innocent people of Iran. Down with the Islamic Republic. Down with Sharia law. Payande Iran Javid Shah. In memory of Omid Sarlak.
Powerful. Powerful. Keep your prayers out for her. My goodness, look at this. I took my rescue dog to the groomer for his first time today. He kept looking at me to make sure I hadn't left. He doesn't want to become abandoned again. Look at this. Look at that dog. He's not going to keep his eyes off of her or him or whoever from puppies. Puppies put this. Look at that. So cute. He's just making sure, because it's happened before. He's gonna have a crooked haircut. Oh, lordy, lordy. Look who's 40. Look at that. I love that. Oh, and look at this. Gonzalo Chavez teases their second documentary on that tridactyl discovery coming November 30th. Look at this. Wow. Isn't that interesting? Okay, I'm going to go back here because there's one picture. This picture here. Look at this. I think what they're showing is organs inside. This looks like an organ or something. Wow. Are these those metal things? That metal that they found? So interesting. Look at this. 3 fingers, 3 toes. Look at this one. Missing a lot of his parts. There's those blue things. I don't know what that is. Yeah, they're real, folks. These were walking around creatures. Look at this. Earth creatures. I believe they are Earth creatures from long ago. Some breeds that just died off. People say, oh, it's an alien. You know, it was found on Earth. So let's just say probably an Earthling. I don't know. Here's Henry Fjord put this out. Let's see what she has to say.
We spent years in school learning about the Jewish Holocaust. So imagine my surprise once I got out of school and I learned that there was an even bigger Christian Holocaust going on in Russia at the same time that we were locking arms with Stalin. The Bolsheviks of Russia, with an 84% Jewish leadership, killed thousands of priests, burned down 40,000 churches, and over 60 million Christians. We supposedly live in a Christian nation, but we aren't even taught Christian history in school. We're heavily propagandized that the mustache man was the greatest mass murderer, and they spend years drilling it into our heads about the Jewish Holocaust. And we don't learn about the Bolshevik Revolution because they were mostly Jewish. So it conflicts with this narrative of the Jews always being persecuted in every single circumstance. Even from a young age, they are pushing this bizarre relationship that we have with Israel. Anytime anything happens in Israel, there's wall-to-wall coverage in the American mass media, but the media is silent about the Christians being killed in Armenia and Nigeria right now. And guess who's supplying the arms for Christians to be killed in Armenia? Israel. And who does Israel get their money and their weapons from? The American taxpayers. The media demands that American Christians condemn October 7th and talk about Israel. But would they ever ask a Jewish person about the Christians being persecuted all around the world? The answer is no. So why are Christians denied the right to speak or learn about their history in school, but they're required to constantly speak and condemn anything that happens to the state of Israel? If we live in a Christian nation, why does our government not stand up for the millions of Christians being persecuted all around the world, but instead pass ridiculous laws against anti-Semitic speech? Listen, when you learn that the Bolshevik Revolution was actually a Jewish revolution to take out their enemies, which are the Christians, and it was funded by Jewish financial interests in Europe and the United States, well, let me just say that history and current events start to make a lot more sense. If you're interested in learning more about this topic and many others, then just comment books below, and I'll send you my curated list of 200 plus books for free that's broken down by category, and it will show you the real history of our world. These are the books and documentaries they never wanted you to find.
Interesting. Yeah. Very, very good information there. Look at this horse. Look at that. He's like a dog sticking his head out the window. Although maybe he's just hungry because that hay is like, I can jump and get that hay, man. I'm so hungry. Why can't they put some of that hay back here? Don't they know why I'm hungry? Come on now. See, that's why horses need to talk. They should play Mr. Ed to every horse, because if they think that one can do it, they'll think they can do it. Oh, let's watch this.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Is there somebody or something that you're not allowed to criticize? That's right. Simple as that. If you lived in Nazi Germany, you couldn't criticize the Nazi Party. If you lived in the Soviet Union, you couldn't criticize the Communist Party of Russia. If you live in China right now, you can't criticize the Chinese Communist Party. If you live in North Korea, you can't criticize Kim Jong-un. If you live in Cuba, you can't criticize the Cuban Communist Party. If you live in America, who can't you criticize? Who can't you criticize in America?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
The Jewish lobby? Yes. On both sides. Right. That's right. That tells you who controls the country.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Is there...
Yeah, it's America first, not some other country first. It's America first. Israel could have Israel first, but this is what those the Biden administration did to innocent people. Look at this guy got thrown in jail for a meme.
I was arrested 7 days into the Biden administration. A knock on the door from the FBI. They charged me with posting a meme that was a humorous meme from 2016. So they were going back in time that said that Hillary Clinton supporters could text their vote. They didn't have to go to the polls. Obviously, nobody could possibly take this seriously except for Hillary Clinton and the DOJ. They charged me with a felony. I was convicted. I was sentenced to 7 months in federal prison. All along the way, we fought the case. They used a very vague statute from 1871 called informally called the Klan Act, which is conspiracy against rights for people who injure or threaten or intimidate people who are exercising their federal rights. Of course, they stretched the statute to go after me because I was a prominent supporter of President Trump during the 2016 cycle, and they thought that I had some influence, so they wanted to take me out. We fought the case all the way. We declined. We didn't ask President Trump for a pardon because we wanted to set a precedent. Ultimately, I got the vindication that I was looking for. The appeals court ruled that no rational jury could have found me guilty. This goes to show how the Biden administration was bringing cases without evidence against MAGA, against Trump supporters, against all kinds of people, pro-lifers. And now we're going to go out. We're no longer on defense. Now we're going to go on offense.
Sounds like Chloe might be waking up. Here, check this out. This is very interesting. Don't eat corn.
Concerns are the GMO seeds.
I would say I think the biggest concern is that some of these crops already have a pesticide in them. There's a certain crop called BT corn, and it has a BT gene. When the insects eat this corn, it makes their stomachs explode. And what I think is really interesting about this is that what it's doing is it's creating holes in the stomach lining of the bugs. And something that Americans are dealing with right now at really high rates is something called leaky gut syndrome, and that means that we're getting holes in the lining of our intestines. Why did we think that this would affect insects and not affect humans?
That would be the $64,000 question here, so thank you, Courtney. Concerns are the GMO seeds.
I would say I think
Yeah, stay away from GMO. Oh, here's is good. This is Tractor Supply. Check this out. Oops.
I'm literally at Tractor Supply right now getting my bunny some hay. And it's always funny to me that when they market things for animals, they can actually be honest. Let me give you some examples. MSM powder, super good for joints. Sulfur, you need it for your joints, really good for detoxification, a whole bunch of stuff. Joints, MSM. You're not going to see it marketed as a joint supplement on Amazon. This one's super interesting. All right, ladies with PMS, irritability, mood swings, perimenopause. Big old bag of raspberry leaf. And they say, end the nightmare with Mare Magic to help influence quiet disposition in mares. Yeah, helps your hormones. Raspberry leaf. Oh, and this one. Are you stressing? Make sure to take your freaking electrolytes. This one's on sale. I'm taking it. And you want healthy skin and hair? Right there. Make sure to get your omegas and fatty acids. You want healthy nails? Take yourself some biotin. Are your tendons and ligaments giving you trouble? Go ahead and take you some menthol, iodine, and absinthium oil. If you know, you know.
And bendazole, ivermectin.
Yeah, we can be honest when it comes to animals, but you can't make claims when it comes to humans. I'm Britton Simon, Science and Natural Remedies. Stay healthy, follow my page. See you next time.
Isn't that interesting? I'll let Tractor Supply. Florida ends school vaccine mandates first in the nation. No vaccine mandates for schools. Kerry Lake shared this out. Pass voter reform, voter ID, no mail-in ballots, save our Supreme Court from packing, no two-state edition, etc. Terminate the filibuster. Ozempic lawsuit.
Truly horrifying. Muscle wasting. And we're not talking a little, we're talking 20 years of muscle lost in only 1 year of taking this. Doctors say losing this much muscle contributes to you aging faster, losing strength in your heart, destroys your metabolism. It gets scarier though. Plaintiffs developed gastroparesis, which means stomach paralysis. Food just sits in their stomach, just rotting. Imagine being so backed up you vomit for days. You end up in the ER. They have to shove a tube down your nose just to empty out your stomach. And for some of the plaintiffs, they have said their whole gastrointestinal tract cannot function anymore, can't even move. That's not bad enough. Patients are reporting losing their teeth because this medication will dry out all of the mucous membranes. And what happens is if you're not having healthy saliva, it affects your teeth so quickly. Nightmare doesn't stop there. There are cases of sudden permanent blindness, according to the documents. Waking up one day with no vision, no way to bring it back ever. Yeah, and pancreatitis and kidney failure. So $2 billion for this lawsuit is just the beginning, according to the lawyers. Ask yourself, is the shot worth losing your strength, your independence, your smile, possibly even life-altering consequences?
Yeah, don't get it. Don't get it. Here's Dr. Oz talking about that incident that happened at the Oval Office. So that guy, Pat, he fainted.
Saw that he was starting to fall back a bit and then fall forward. That wobbliness never gets seen, especially in the Oval Office. So usually in attention paying, standing upright. And So I grabbed them. The most important thing you learn in medical school, but you should learn that if you're not a doctor as well, just get people to the ground safely. So I bear hugged them.
Oops. So we bear hugged him.
And the others, we lowered him slowly to the ground. And with some colleagues who were standing next to me, Secretary Kennedy and the others, we lowered him slowly to the ground. So far he's doing well, but I'll tell you a story it speaks loudly to the kind of person the president is. So I wanted to speak to the wife, to let her know what was happening, but also comfort her. And the president saw me in the corner, and he came over and said, "Who are you talking to?" I said, so sheepishly, I'm talking to the wife. And he said, "Give me the phone." He talked to her and got her much calmer than I could have ever done. And I just think he's just a wonderful human being who would take time. He could have gone off and done other things, but he actually cared that the wife of a man who he's never met before felt in a safer place. I mean, he remembers the forgotten folks.
Yeah, I apologize. Something happened. I punched a key on my keyboard I've never punched before, and I didn't even know which one I punched, and all of a sudden the sound went really low. I can't figure out what in the heck I did. I don't know what I did, so maybe I hope you can hear me. Sound is really low, says Mud Rabbit. If you can hear me talking, please let me know. Republicans and Democrats united against evil. Yes. That's a pretty good one. Hey, wait a minute. That wasn't. This is where it was. Was this going to?
I asked the question because the other day I got the COVID booster shot and the flu shot at this as well. I'm just wondering if you still oppose that.
I am opposed, Wolf, and I'm opposed because I know so many people that have had vaccine injuries and truly blame COVID vaccines for some of their loved ones' deaths. And there's a lot of research that I don't think has been fairly shared with all Americans on the effects of the COVID vaccines. And so there is a large portion of Americans and people all over the world are very much against them. But I believe in healthcare freedom. And so I believe if you want to go get a vaccine, of course you can do that. And I'll never judge you for that. But I also believe that parents shouldn't be forced to have their children vaccinated for them to attend school or sports or anything else. I really think we need to do away with that.
I was told, are you still against the COVID vaccine? I asked the question because the other day I got the COVID booster shot and the flu shot at this.
Yeah, he's claiming he got both of them. I just don't think that these people are actually getting them, or else they're getting placebos, or else they'd be hurting for certain. But yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene has a really good take on everything I've ever heard her talk about. People are attacking her right now, and I have to think that it's some sort of deep state attempt to smear her. They're probably paying people to say bad things about her. I've never, she's always been. Sometimes she's wrong about certain things, but she always comes around. I think she's like one of us. I don't think there's anything to complain about with her. I think she's just fine. Just fine. Oh, look at this. Drop a frog if you know. Ginger Gets. Some frogs are worth kissing. Look at this. This is Matt Gaetz and his wife's little frog. Look at that. A little Peppy. Is his name Peppy? I don't know. And he also posted this, something with a big Q on it. What is that? Former Congressman Matt Gaetz. Look at that. Matt Gaetz shares pictures of a Q. Look at today's Delta. Look at that. How do you like that? Here's that January 6th Kirchhoff pipe bomber. Oh, here she is saying hi to waving to the cops. Watch. There she is, a pipe bomber. You're in costume. She's waving at the cop car. Yeah, shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done it, but you did it. And you're a lahu zahir. Don't do things like that. Holy Schmidt, new angle of Ozempic exec collapsing in the Oval Office.
Gordon, you okay?
So apparently he's okay now. I don't know. I think they should follow him a little longer. Breaking: President of Uzbekistan stuns the world, telling Trump he's the president of the world. Listen to that.
Already in Uzbekistan, we call you the president of the world. You've done a lot. You were able to stop 8 wars, and I'm convinced that the war between Russia and Ukraine can be only stopped by you, and we are very much hopeful for that. Already in Uzbekistan, we call you the...
Isn't that nice? Oh, Rose Lard says, why remove cameras? Probably because of privacy. Maybe that person, if he may have died, maybe I don't know. But it's probably just protocol. If someone faints, all the cameras have to go, because then you have the camera people getting in the way of emergency people coming in. Yeah. Here's one of our favorite cabinet members talking lots of truth again. So let's hear it. Steve Miller.
Brennan, Obama, Monaco, all conspired together, all worked together to try to sabotage, undermine, unravel the democratic institutions and structures of this country. The Russiagate hoax, the Russiagate conspiracy, and all of the assaults against our liberties that went with it, the pre-dawn raids, the handcuffing of innocent Americans, the espionage against President Trump's campaign and staff, the removal of his national security advisor, one fake indictment, one fake charge after another, the special counsel, all of it was a unrelenting attempt to overthrow the government the American people voted for. I cannot find words harsh enough to condemn the conduct of these conspirators, these insurrectionists. Brennan, Obama, Monaco, all conspired.
He's got a great voice. Here is Holy Schmidt. She said what? Listen to this.
Boy to watch you pee?
No.
Why?
Because it's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate. My 8-year-old daughter knows it's inappropriate, and yet y'all sit there silent. Cowards. If a little boy follows my daughter in that bathroom and touches her, you will have a new rather of dangers. This is ridiculous. You're opening up opportunity for problems to happen. You either create a new bathroom for those who are confused, or you send them to the staff bathroom. Very simple problem. There is no problem what people do on their personal level. That is not my business, nor your business, nor anybody's business. That is their choice. But I tell you what, I want to prove that you're all hypocrites, because each of you ladies, I want you to invite your husbands, and let's go to the bathroom, and I want them to watch me watch you use the bathroom, and let's see if they get mad. Because I bet you'll get mad when I watch your wife. Your husband will get mad when I watch you. Your husband would feel the same as I would about my wife. Now stand up and do something. You're so scared, it's ridiculous. Every single one of you is coward. Boy to watch you pee?
No.
Why?
Because
Isn't that good? What a good dad. We need more of that. More of that, please. Barron Trump. Is this real? News, Barron Trump.
Issues are ruling. It could be several weeks. Are you going to lay out any new additional tariffs
I don't
before?
want to talk about it. I'm going to hope that we win. I can't imagine that anybody would do that kind of devastation to our country. You know, we'd have to pay back trillions of dollars. We've taken in trillions. We haven't taken in billions. We've taken in trillions of dollars. We've made trade deals based on that give us, as an example, European Union, $950 billion. Japan, $650 billion. South Korea, $350 billion. Without this, we're not talking about that kind of money. And they're okay. They're satisfied. They love us. I just left. They all love us. So it's not like we're such bad people. But they were doing it to us until I came along.
Yep. Issues are ruling. It could be several weeks. Are you?
And now they're not doing it to us, and we're only doing it a little bit to them. So it totally makes sense, and I hope that the courts do side with him and say that he can do tariffs. That should be the president, not Congress. Congress doesn't move fast enough. Trump has stopped wars using these tariffs, so the president needs to have the power of the tariff. Trump talking about Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is The old and broken political hack who impeached me twice and lost is finally calling it quits. She illegally made a fortune in the stock market, ripped off the American public, and was a disaster for America. I'm glad to see the stench of Nancy Pelosi go. Oh, so good. So good. So good. Oh, you want to hear this? MJ Truth Ultra. Listen to this. It's only a minute and a half.
17%. Anybody in here from the 17%? Don't raise your hand. It may be dangerous. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. So I think I might have been in Washington 17 times in my life. 17, 17, and 17, 17, 17, 17. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, I'm 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. I spoke to him 17 minutes ago. I hung up the phone as you're coming in. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. So you had 17 Republicans plus me. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, planning it for 17 years.
Yeah. That's, oh, check this out.
You can get a plumber to your house in the middle of the night within an hour. But if you go to the ER, you could wait 6 hours. Why? The federal government never tried to make plumbing affordable and accessible. You can buy an 85-inch television for $1,000, but a dialysis machine costs $30,000. Why? The federal government never tried to make televisions affordable and accessible. You can get LASIK surgery done for $1,500 because it's not covered by Medicare or Medicaid, because it's elective. But if you get a major surgery, it could cost you $100,000. Why? The federal government never tried to make LASIK affordable and accessible. Socialism is killing every industry it touches. You can get a plumber to your house.
He's got a great point there. They always want to make things available and affordable, and they're never either of them when the government does it. Oh, go ahead. Find the curved line. Look at that. Look at that. Why? Always just out of reach, isn't it? Look at that. An optical illusion. Don't you love these? I love them. I love them. Oh, you hear about this? Whoa, Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra's house just burned down. Didn't they just find out they were cooking the books? Wonder what he was destroying. Evidence, perhaps? I don't know. What do you think? Someone angry that they got caught? What is it? What is it? We don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Oh, here's some interesting advice. Check this out.
You drink water the wrong way, my friend, and slowly it harms your body without you even knowing. Long ago, my teacher, Dr. Li Zhongsheng, he lived to be 102, taught that even simple water mistakes can weaken digestion, slow your life energy, and make you age before your time. Mistake number 1, cold water. You think it feels good, but cold water shocks the stomach, tightens the blood, and makes your body work too hard. Warm water keeps your inner fire strong. Mistake number 2. drinking too fast. When you rush, your body cannot take in the water. Sip slowly, like feeding a small plant. Mistake number 3, drinking while you eat. Water mixes with food and weakens the stomach's fire. Wait before or after meals, and your body will thank you. Mistake number 4, skipping water before bed. 1 small cup before sleep helps your body wash away the day's toxins. It gives you cleaner blood and calmer dreams. Mistake number 5, wrong amount. Too little water dries the body. Too much burdens the kidneys. Find balance. Not too little, not too much. Remember, water gives life, but only when you drink it the right way. If you learned something new today, comment yes below. And follow me for more ancient health wisdom before it's forgotten.
Isn't that interesting? I think we're going to call it a show right there, friends. And I want to thank you all for coming on down and being with us here on this Truth Quest tonight. Thank you all so very much. Exclamation points. Wait a minute. That wasn't even, oh gosh. Thank you all so very, it's not working. How come it's not working? It's not allowing me to put a chat up on YouTube. So just imagine that I said, thank you all so very much. I typed it twice. What's not working over there? Oh, it's what I did to my keyboard. Oh, it's not letting me type. That's what it is. I can't type. Oh boy, it's not allowing me to type, so I can't type my normal thing in. Boy, there you go. That happens sometimes. Well, I want to thank you all so very much for coming along. You guys rock, because you are the Truth Questers. And Mud Rabbit says, everyone have a great weekend. Much love. And before that, Mud Rabbit says, thank you, Aaron. And Kathy said, thank you, Mud Rabbit. And then Rose Thistle Art says, thank you, Aaron and Questers. Radiating Heart, you're welcome. And Kathy says, good night, everyone. And Chroniviewer, thank you, Aaron. Good to see everyone. Good to see you too, buddy. Well, my show froze up, but I got back in. Thanks for the show, Aaron. Peace in, and have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you very much, Peggy. That's awesome. And check the plug. No, it's a button I pushed. It's the, I don't know what those buttons are. I just don't know what they are. But it's not the plug. It's one of the buttons I hit. You hit the off button on the keyboard, maybe near the track pad. Yeah, I tried doing it. I don't know what I did. I wasn't looking when my finger touched something, and I just don't know. I've pressed every single one I thought it might be, and nothing fixed. So I'll have to do that. Oh, I'm gonna have to go downstairs. Good night, everyone, says Chroniviewer. And thank you all so very much for stopping on by. Don't remember, we do this Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Central. Why? Because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. So keep your cameras pointed to the skies so you can take a picture of that crazy UFO and come on to the Truth Quest and talk all about it, because we love to hear you talk about your UFO experience. Wouldn't we now? Oh yeah, we would. So thanks again, folks. We'll see you on Monday. Peace in. World peace is coming. And have a great weekend, folks. Thank you very much. See you Monday.